Alright, Hammerheads, this was very spur of the moment. You can see they are hacking into the exhaust of the ST here. I've seen a lot of people, they're going with Borla. Borla came out with their stuff. Everybody's putting on Borla. We're doing something a little custom. Alright, what's up YouTube? What's up Hammerheads? Vanhammer HP! Craig coming at you. Alright. So once again, it's been a little while since I brought a video. So today's video is going to be a couple random things. We have just a couple small little random things that we can bring you. Two things are going to be two little, I guess you could call them power mods for the ST. So we'll go over those. One's already done and we can shoot to that video. It was kind of an impromptu thing where we just stopped by a place and we were like, yeah, let's do it. All right, so we have that. You can see our 2020 ST back here behind me. Dirty as hell. It's been raining last few days here and it's just been nasty. So she's not looking too good. The other thing we want to do is I think we're gonna make the name reveal today. So Mrs. Vanhammer came up with the name. Yeah, at first, you know, it had to kind of grow on me a little bit. I didn't think it was sassy enough or strong enough for the ST, but it's grown on me a little bit, and hopefully we kind of incorporated the ST a little bit in it. Anyway, our name for our 2020 ST is going to be... Yep, Scarlet. Starts with an S, ends with a T. It's the name we're going with. I hope you guys like that. It wasn't even one of the three that we chose in the beginning, but that's kind of where we ended up. Anyway, we have a new toy that we have to introduce as well. You'll see her on the channel, I'm sure. We have a lot of work to do to her, and I'm not gonna bore you with a lot of videos with her. Yeah, we're gonna introduce our new toy, and she's actually sitting right over here, so we'll get the camera turned around and introduce you to a new part of the Vanhammer family. All right, here she is right here. We got us a 2007 F250 Lariat. All right, this is 6.0 diesel. She's gonna be our new toy to pull this sucker right here. If you can remember back to our very first video, the very first video I did, and a lot of other videos that I've done, this sucker has been in the background. And if you remember way back, we actually traded in our 2017 F250 Platinum, or actually F350 Platinum. We traded that truck in, parked this thing after only having it for about 2 years, parked it, and we traded that truck for Racy Lacy. And so we had Racy Lacy for a year, and kind of the plan always was to just get a used diesel that we could you know, solidify, make solid as a rock, to then come back and pull this. So this is what we got here. Like I said, it's our 2007 F250 Lariat. You know, there's just so much that we got to do to this truck. I mean, and obviously it looks dirty because of the rain and everything. But you know, it is a old truck, 13 years old. We got a couple hail dents on the hood. Of course, we got some paint scratched on the bumper. You know, it's got some dings and scratches, but all around it's pretty decent. I got it for a good price. We're gonna tear into this actually next week. We're coming up here, we're gonna replace EGR cooler, oil cooler. We're rebuilding injectors. We're replacing so many seals and O-rings and everything in this thing. She runs good. She runs good. There are 2 injectors misfiring in there, the number 3 and 7. I got that figured out, and that's why we're going to rebuild the injectors. But yeah, we got some work to do to her to make sure she's solid so she can pull this 5th wheel, and the Vanhammer family can go back and you know, and enjoy our 5th wheel. We're gonna get her ready, so you may see her here in some coming videos and things like that, you know, as we tinker with her and stuff. Like I said, there's lots of videos out there about the 6.0 on YouTube, thank goodness, because that's going to help me do what I need to do. Anyway, and I have a name for her. She's going to be Darla the Diesel. Darla the Diesel. And we're going to clean her up. She's going to look good for her age. But anyway, that's our new toy. Welcome Darla the Diesel to the Vanhammer family. So enough of that, and on to Scarlett here, and what are our performance mods. Okay, one, like I said, we've already got done, and we'll go ahead and zip to that video right now. All right, man, we just pulled up here, and very spur of the moment, we're here at A&B and Muffler at 39th and Avenue Q. This is a place to come if you want some exhaust stuff done. Anyway, came up here the other day, talked to the man Joe here, he owns the place. Just asked him, I said, hey man, what do you think about, you know, what could we do to the Explorer to give it a little growl? He said, bring it up here, let's take a look. So I brought it up here. Right now, they in there, look at there. They in there hacking it up. So we're getting an exhaust mod. And I tell you what, Boiler just came out with their $1,500 ST exhaust system. They got 2 options. The I believe it's the ST and the Attack. 1,500 bucks. Well, I came up here, he said, throw an X pipe in it. That's what I would do. He told me $150 to throw an X pipe in this, and that's what they're doing. So I will definitely do that over $1,500, and we're gonna see just what an X pipe will do, deleting the mid pipe muffler. So let's see what the sound difference is gonna be on this. This is very spur of the moment. I did not expect to do this today. So let's get her done. I'm kind of excited to see what she's gonna sound like. X pipe going in. Let's hope she purrs a little bit now. This Astro van over here got a little purr to her too. far as exhaust note, very minimal on the outside, coming out of the tailpipes and outside, that I've noticed so far. We're gonna do some exhaust note clips. You know, we'll attach the GoPro to the back and see what kind of difference we actually have under load, you know, when we press down on the gas, and see what we got on the outside. But as far as revs and stuff, it's just not there. And I think the only way we're going to be able to get that is we're going to have to go with an aftermarket rear mufflers there. Joe down at A&B was actually pretty surprised too that we didn't get very much louder at all on the exhaust. One of the things we have been looking at, of course, is the Borla catback system, but it's $1,500, and some guys are already putting those on their STs, and I think both of them sound good. Anyway, this is what we took out right here. This is like the mid muffler here, that we had cut out and we replaced with an X pipe. Picking it up, I don't know, 10 pounds, maybe 15, somewhere in there between 10 and 15. All right, on to our next mod. Super simple, okay? And if you've seen the first mod with Racy Lacy, here we go again. This one won't be the first because we actually did the exhaust first, but this will be the second one. All right, there it is, the K&N filter for this sucker. Let's see what it does. This may, it's going to increase the airflow a little bit, kind of partner up with our X pipe. There's the part number, 33-2395. Let's get her open. Let's get her put in. One of the tricky things, one time I tried to open up this hood and I didn't read before I tried to open it, and I just did what you always do, and I just pulled that once, and for the life of me it took me 30 minutes to try to figure out how to pop the hood. And then I came back here and I was like, oh, it says pull twice. So make sure you pull it twice or you'll never get the hood up, and it was extremely frustrating that day. And then when you press it twice, there's nothing inside to unlatch or anything. It just comes up. Okay, and of course, hood struts. We have got to look into hood struts for this thing. I cannot believe a Ford Performance vehicle we do not have hood struts on this. So here's our air filter box. Let's see. So you can unclip it, undo your sensor right there. So you'd think something would be so simple. Okay, there you go. So you disconnect that intake tube there, and then you can work that out. But it's stupid that you have to disconnect that just to get it out of there. But I guess once you know that, it actually becomes really easy. Here's our high flow air filter. You know, if you watched before, we went with a high flow air filter in Racy Lacy for a long time, and before we went cold air intake. And actually we didn't have the cold air intake on there very long, and the high flow air filter performed very well. I think these newer cars these days, the air intake systems are getting a lot better, almost to where they perform, you know, relatively well compared to cold air intakes. Okay, we'll cinch that down, plug that back up. Intake tube goes back on, tighten her down. So once you figure that out, It is pretty easy. All right. Once again, K&N high flow air filter 33-2395. All right, so that's all we got for you today. Again, welcome Darla the Diesel. We'll see her. Tell me what you think about the performance mods. I guess what'd you think about it? Like I said, I don't know. We don't know any real numbers. The X pipe only cost me 150 bucks. It took them about 30 minutes to put it on and weld it in there. So, you know, it's probably worth 150 bucks to experiment to see, you know, what effect it's going to have, or at least to let it breathe a little better. And of course, we combine that with a high flow filter. We should get some better gas mileage, probably just a small uptick in power. So I'm excited to see. We'll do some exhaust notes. We'll clip the GoPro on. We'll clip a camera up on the inside so you can hear that inside exhaust note, you know, that comes through the speakers. And I will tell you, inside it does sound slightly deeper and a little louder. So like I said, for 150 bucks, 200 really if you combine the filter in there. Of course, your filter's 50 bucks. I don't know. We'll see what kind of numbers we run, because the drag strip is coming up. I think the first day of the drag season is actually next Sunday, but I think it is forecasted to rain. So we'll see what happens. But we're going to take her out there, get some baseline numbers for basically stock. We got an X pipe and an air filter in there before we go to the drag strip, so it should basically be stock. But we'll see what she does then, and see what kind of numbers we get. Like the video, hit the subscribe button. We got more coming for Scarlett here. There's more to come for her. We got a good appearance mod in mind, and we'll see how that goes. That may be coming pretty soon. But right now we've had to sink some money into Darla over there, or we're gonna start to sink some money into her just to make sure she's solid. So another appearance mod probably coming soon for Scarlett, and we'll see how that turns out and see how you guys like that. But all right, like always, drop the hammer. Peace.